What are the 4 canned meats that you want to have for a crisis, and what must you absolutely know about the cans themselves to make sure you're prepared and your family's safe? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm former CIA officer Jason Hanson, and I have over a year's worth of food storage for my wife and 7 kids. And yes, that's a lot of food. I've got the 5-gallon buckets of rice and grains and all that. I've got the survival food pouches, which I'm a big fan of. I've got number 10 cans of pinto beans and Great Northern beans, not a lot of beans. And of course, I have canned meat. And I have 4 types of canned meat, and I'm gonna show it to you right now, and then we're gonna cook some canned meat because it's really, really good and it's high quality. All right, number 1, I'm gonna be Vanna White here. Number 1 is, almost tipped it over there, is beef. So obviously beef, it's what for dinner? You're welcome, Beef Council people. It's good. The thing about this canned meat is it's just beef and salt, meaning it is like, you will not believe how good it is. I have a friend, he's uppity, and let's see if he can keep a straight face as I say this because he's right behind the camera right now. He tasted this and he thought it was super good. He couldn't believe how good it was. And again, this guy's uppity. He likes the finer things in life. He's not like me who can slum it and have no problem. It doesn't need anything fancy. So 1 is you want to have some beef as your meat. All right, number 2 that you must have is turkey. I love turkey. I have butchered turkeys before. It is a pain in the butt. It's not fun. I've had to sit there with my tweezers and pick out every little feather and yell at my kids to help too because they were slacking off. So yes, I can butcher turkeys, but I don't want to. I would much rather just have some canned turkey that I can go to in a crisis. So that is meat number 2. Canned turkey is this smoke and fires going all over my face. All right, what is meat number 3? Meat number 3, dun dun dun, pork. I love a good pork sandwich, and this is good pork. You know what I'll actually do is I have some of this in my office, and since I am a simple man, I don't require a lot of times I will open one of these cans and it lasts me probably 2 weeks. It's a lot of meat in here. These are the 28-ounce cans, but I will just have 2 slices of bread. I'll put some pork on it because this pork comes pre-cooked. You don't have to do anything. I will heat it up, but I don't need to. And then I've got my tortilla chips and my pork sandwich, and that's my lunch. Like I said, simple. So that is meat number 3. All right, meat number 4. What should you have? It is chicken. Obviously, you gotta have chicken. That's a no-brainer. I love chicken, and yes, I do have this in my office too. And occasionally, when I don't go grocery shopping, which is far too often, I will eat one of these. And again, it lasts me a long time. So you gotta have beef. Let me make sure the order I get them in. You gotta have beef. You gotta have turkey. You gotta have pork. You gotta have chicken. Now, when it comes to the cans, and we're gonna open one of these up in a minute. Here's the important thing, and the cans I use, the cans I recommend. We all know what BPA is. I'm gonna butcher it. I know. What is it? Bisphenol. Not gonna work here anymore. Bisphenol, whatever the heck BPA stands for, right? Many cans are lined with BPA, right? Because when it's a metal can, the food is not touching the metal. There's that liner in there. All these cans, everything I use is, what is it? Non-intent BPA or BPA-NI. Yeah, I think it's BPA non-intent can and liner. Because I guess you have to say non-intent, meaning because it could come in contact or whatever, but it's almost BPA-free, essentially BPA-free, whatever. There's a lot of stuff out there on BPA. I'm not a BPA expert. There are a lot of scientists who said, oh yeah, it can lower testosterone, it can do this, it can do that, and then others says there's nothing wrong with it. My wife does not let us have BPA stuff. I've got 7 kids, so every water bottle, everything we have is like BPA free. She might as well be a scientist. So just to err on the side of caution, all of our cans are the BPA-NI, so non-intent liner, whatever the heck it is, right? So that's what we use for our cans. Now let's open one of these up. We're gonna open with the first one here. This is beef. We're gonna cook some over the campfire. For my survival stuff, I have several can openers. I have can openers just like this. My wife in her kitchen has a can opener that's a manual one, but it looks like an alien developed. I cannot figure out how to use it. And I'm not exaggerating. I see this can opener. It's like, if I have to pick this up and stare at it, and after I've stared at it for 60 seconds, I can't figure out how to open a can. That is not the can opener that I want in a survival crisis. So this is a very simple, old-fashioned, idiot-proof, easy-to-use can opener. I have this in my survival gear with all my canned meat, just in case something happens, heaven forbid. All right, this meat is what it is, like a retort basket, meaning it's cooked in this big basket, cooked in its own juices. Anyway, I don't know the science or the method behind it. I just know it sterilizes and makes sure it's clean. This is designed to last for 25 years. So I guess you have to put what is the FDA makes you put like an expiration. I think they put 5-year expiration dates, but if you store it in a cool and dry place, you should have no problem lasting 25 years. That's what I plan on it. And again, I don't store mine. I'm not in Florida where it's 100 million degrees outside and humid. It's in a cool, dry place. So you don't have to do anything with this. You can eat it. Well, heck, we'll eat it right now. We'll have some straight out of it because it is already cooked in its own juices. Let me get my spork here that doesn't want to work with me. All right, come on, spork. There we go. It's good. I can eat this all day long. And I do too far often. I mean, for lunch. Anyway, pre-cooked, you don't have to do anything. Cooked in those own juices. However, I have my old Boy Scout mess kit here. We're gonna put some of this in here, and let me see, I'm gonna try and, how am I gonna make as little, we're gonna make a mess. There's no way around it. I'm an Eagle Scout, spent a lot of time outdoors. I'm an Eagle Scout when that actually meant something before the Boy Scouts screwed everything up, those knuckleheads. But anyway, you can see, we just used that much meat, which is a lot of meat, and we still have a ton of the meat here. And again, all it is beef and salt. So let's do this. While I'm getting it all over my Starlink and making a total mess, we are gonna go over here. All right, so what we're gonna do over here, and I have my grate, and I forgot my hot pad. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna pop the grate right over there. I don't even need a totally level surface. This is gonna be hot. Let me go grab my jacket. We'll use that as the hot pan grabber thingy.
Soon after.
I'm not exaggerating either when I say, like, once you eat this canned meat, you will seriously not believe how good it is. Ooh, that fire's hot. The smoke's going right in my face. All right, let's cook this. Again, it's already pre-cooked, so you don't even need to do this. But when I am having it for lunch or when I'm using it over a campfire, I do heat it up just a bit. Way too much smoke, way too much smoke. All right, let me get the handle there. The handle's obviously gonna be super hot, which is why I have my jacket. And man, you can use this in tacos. You can use this all kinds of stuff, which I have. Ooh, it makes me wanna have a taco right now. I should have brought some tortillas. All right. And I love these little foldable grate things too. We have these foldable grate things. We just bring it with us when we go camping. That way we can easily throw it over any kind of fire if it doesn't have a grate, because not everyone does. So we'll let this cook. I'll break it up here just a little more. And the kids love this. So I've got 7 kids, as I mentioned. We all know kids can be picky. Ooh, that's getting super hot. They will love this stuff. They'll eat it. Okay, now I'm gonna take it off. We're gonna set my coat on fire. Maybe not. That's, you can see that I forgot my gloves over on the other side and I don't wanna go walk and get them. So we're gonna take this off. We're gonna go back down here. Let's see how hot this bad boy became. That's not that hot. Oh, that's hot. Seriously, super good. You know you have to have protein. You know how important protein is. You don't want to not have canned meat as part of your survival food. I have personally, many years ago, had a personal financial crisis where I had to live off of my survival food. Horrible, horrible experience, but I was grateful to have survival food since my family had to rely on it because of the bad circumstances we're in. So make sure you have a mixture. Again, the pouches, the number 10 cans, and lots of canned beef, the canned meat, the beef, the pork, the turkey, the chicken. If you want to get, in my humble opinion, the best canned meat on the planet, go to amazingcannedmeat.com. Again, amazingcannedmeat.com. But whatever you do, please get canned meat for your survival food because we just live in too unpredictable a world. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this. You have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you. God bless your family.